Welcome and thank you for joining. I hope it is not a sign of anything bad, but my laptop seems to be going a little bit slow with the show today. So very, very hopefully we're not going to suffer from any mishaps. Actually, if you forgive me, I'm going to close the curtains for a second. Sorry. I'm coming back. There we go. There's nothing worse than natural life, my skin tone. If we haven't met before, my name is Inbaal. I'm a psychic, tarot reader, and witch, and I'm here on the Bigfoot Outlaw channel every Tuesday evening, which is not now. And during that time, I have like a psychic development show talking about the tarot and astrology and, all the sorts of things that are happening in the world at that time. And every Thursday, I'm here with the lovely Laura Daligan, and we have some psychic chat, some witchy chat. The reason I'm looking away is because I'm searching for Laura. I'm going to search my my different socials and see if she's late and if she knows, when she might come. Laura sent a voice message, running late, meeting overrun. Not to worry, Laura will be joining us. Let's find out where everybody's from. So I'm broadcasting live from my home in Yorkshire. It is very rainy. I would even go so far as to say that it is disgusting out there today. I've been for a run. It's not good. Let us know where you're messaging us from. We've got a few messages that have come earlier from Lady Thistle. It's like a big story. So Lady Thistle, I'm going to hold back with your messages until Laura arrives, because I'm sure that you want for her to hear it as well. So let's see who else is here this morning. Yeah, so Lady Thistle, we're going to read it in full, every last word of it, when Laura's here. So she's running a little bit late. Lucianne is saying, morning, beautiful ladies, morning. And Marcus says, good morning, you lovely ladies and kitties. I hope all is good as can be. Love as always. Good morning, everyone else. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. And we've got you greeting each other, which is always lovely. Lucianne says, I lay here in bed with painful heart palpitations, sore chest, and thudding heart sounds in my right ear. Looks like long COVID. Tired of the tiredness and anxiety sensations when I'm not anxious. I think we all want to join together. Lay in bed. Yeah, I got that. We all want to join together and send a lot of healing to Lucianne. So if you've done healing before, then just join in. You know how to do it. If you're kind of new to this way of life, then know with a K, that healing is something that everybody can do. It's not something that is set aside for a select few. You don't have to be like gifted with a gift of prophecy or be divinely touched. Just like everyone can hug and everyone can say a kind word, Lucianne, we love you, then everybody can also heal. So let's heal together. If your hands are warm, or if they're not, warm them. I have a hand warming device here. It's a cup of coffee. It's a funny shape. Hold your hands towards the screen, or even sort of put them on Lucianne's face there. You see in her little icon, but I think sort of holding hands is a wonderful way to project your energy. You might want to do like a little symbol, if you know the Reiki symbols, or like a star sign symbol or anything. Draw them on your hands with your finger. And for the healing, feel yourself pulling heavenly energy from the heavens, from the sky, through your head and into your arms and into your hands. Draw energy from the ground, ground nature energy from your feet, and all that energy is meeting in your hands, and you're sending it to Luciane with positive thoughts in mind. So, Luciane, we're seeing you with the anxiety receding, going downwards and disappearing completely. We're sending you love so that your pain will lower and lower and disappear completely. We're sending you love that will hopefully lift you up and make you feel strong, undefeatable, fearless, and powerful. And when you're done sending all the love you have to spare to Luciane and her heart and her palpitation and all the good things that she's got in her as well, when you're done sending her the healing, then disconnect, call your energy back to you, and wipe away basically any leftovers from the work you just did. Just like, washing your hands after you finished, cooking a beautiful dish, or just like shaking feet when you've come back from a lovely walk. So if anybody else wants healing, anybody else wants to learn more about healing, or to have some for yourself, don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's such a lovely thing for us to be able to share with you. Marcus says, searching for Laura. Has she run off? No, come back, Red One. All is forgiven, dearest lady. Laura is logging in. I'm not whipping her onto the screen so that she can do like all her things. Wave when you're ready. You look ready. Everybody put your hands together for the red witch herself. Here is Laura.
Hello. So sorry, I was coming across the moors in the floods. It was quite a delight.
It's such an English sentence. I was coming across the moors in the floods.
And it was a delight.
You are a Bronte character.
I'm the only one without a Land Rover around here. I've got a little Citroen C1, and she's like, woo!
Yeah, I love that. Laura Bronte. Wuthering Daligan.
Wuthering, I feel very wuthering.
Certainly wuthering. Amazing. Is the weather disgusting there as well?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of places are closed. The roads are closed. You have to go on special detours around roads that look even more closed. So it's
Are they like, go away? So you go, and over there's somebody going, go back.
Yeah. But I was quite proud of Ruby. She's like goes across all these places where little cars shouldn't really belong.
Yeah, I love that. But also, please stay safe for all of our sakes.
Yeah, so I saw Lucian's having painful heart palpitations.
Yeah, let me put up.
So I saw about Lucian and had some powerful, painful.
We did some lovely healing from everybody together. And I can see that there's some new names hanging around, not really revealing themselves. So hopefully they joined in the healing. So yeah, Luciana's having a difficult morning.
I'm sending you so much love, darling.
I've got a couple of messages coming in from her saying bless you and sending hearts. And we had some messages from Marcus giving lots of lovely empathy and joy. And we actually have several messages from Lady Thistle, which I held back and didn't share because I knew you're on your way, because I think it'll be very interesting for you as well. So let me know when you're feeling braced.
I just wanted to the kittens are playing. We have updates. They're playing. The kittens.
With each other.
With each other.
Very good.
Without hissing. without hissing. Oh my God.
Very
The
good.
drama.
How long
Having
did
two
it
little
take?
Leos.
Days.
Yeah, it's almost a week. Almost a week. It was Wednesday morning when Luna first went, okay, maybe she is my sister.
After all, she might smell like medicine, but she looks like a kitty cat.
It would be like me smelling you going, you're not Inbaal. You're an imposter.
I think, we live in a very strange world where being suspicious pays off.
Yeah.
But
I think not for me though.
Not for cats so much. Probably safer for cats than it is for the people.
Yes.
So,
right,
lady,
I'm ready for messages. Bring them.
Yeah. She says, good morning, lovely ladies.
Morning,
and she
lady.
goes, I have a story. A year ago or so, I listened to a podcast about Gwyn ap Nudd. I always felt a deep, unexplainable connection to the Fae. A reader I talked to told me I could have fairy ancestors. Usually tell straight away with people, can't you?
Yes.
When they've got, it's like
with the fairy blood. And it's so interesting. Sorry. Oh, keep going. The stories keep going. Go
no. But I think this is interesting for all of us.
Yeah.
So I decided, says Lady Thistle, to try an experiment. I asked Gwyn ap Nudd to appear. Although wasn't specific where to appear, I closed my eyes and called out to him silently to make contact. Usually, if I try anything like this with other beings, nothing happens. But something did happen. I heard a sound outside my bedroom window of a horse rearing. Is it rearing or rearing?
Rearing, yeah.
Is it rearing?
Rearing.
Rearing. And galloping down the street. There are no stables in my area, and it sounded like the sound came from my roof and landed on the grass. Mind you, I live on a hill, and that would be quite the fall. I would like a reading if what I had experienced was truly connected to Gwyn or something else entirely. Sorry for the long drawn out explanation, but this has been on my mind for a while, and I didn't have the guts to look out my window. Part of me was scared.
Yeah.
So do you see why I held that back for you?
Yes, thank you for holding that back. And no apologies. That was the best message I've seen today so far. That's absolutely fantastic.
Fabulous. Honestly, the rest of you, don't feel bad. If you have connections with like ancient gods, we want to hear from you too.
We so want to hear. And it's just, do share. Never feel. And again, even if that feeling of like, was it right? I think Lady Thistle, Yeah. I know our little human brains always go, but maybe because I think we always think, I don't deserve a contact. Like, it can't be for me. You're like, he galloped off your roof.
Yeah. How much more obvious do you need it? How much do you need him to knock on your door with a name tag? How much more? That is just phenomenal.
So amazing.
Like the essence of the movement of like galloping from a roof to the grass. It's just so I'm looking. I think I've got a copy of the Mabinogion somewhere.
Yeah. And Gwyn ap Nudd is I'm not quite sure where you live, Lady Thistle. I don't have to tell us. I'm not sure, because there's a real link with the Welsh lands in the west of England, the southwest. There's a lot of Gwyn ap Nudd lore around Glastonbury area as well, and he's really connected to the White Spring. I don't know if you've ever been to the White Spring, but there's an amazing altar to Gwyn ap Nudd. Oh my God, it's got so much energy. It's like the most. Everyone goes into the goddessy bits of the White Spring. I'm like right to the back where the Gwyn ap Nudd altar is. And it's also where the altar is. It's right at the back wall, which is the backs onto under the Tor. So it's such a portal to underneath the Tor, where he is meant to hold court underneath the Tor. So that's one of the myths. Of course, like in Wales, there'll be lots of other myths. But he is a very visceral, very engaging god and deity. And also, you say, he's the Lord of the underworld. There's that little bit of fear, that little bit of edgy energy with him. He's not a fluffy being, but he is absolutely, he's one of my faves as well. And riding a horse, I always visualize him when I'm at altar, like riding into the underworld. So that, I mean, I wonder what time of year it was as well. Like, was it around Samhain, because he's known for leading the wild hunt as well, and riding and leading the dead or the souls into the tour. So yeah, I absolutely more than happy we can do some cards on that as well, to kind of look at that connection.
And really, you shared with us that you're from Ohio, that you're in Ohio, but do you have, I hate to make it about blood because it's just so icky, but just because the supremacists do it doesn't mean that, you know, that it's inherently bad. But do you have Welsh blood, Celtic blood? Have you looked at your family history? Because there's some stuff that you cannot wash away. It's your heritage. It's within you. It is a part of who you are. It's a part of your identity, and a part of who you'll always be. And so Gwyn ap Neith could be recognizing something in you that he knows from thousands of years ago.
I love it. And so I pulled a card for you. No Shizer Sherlock, we have the ancestor card. Like, look at that.
Do we now?
I mean, it's called the ancestor. He's in the snow with a drum and the antlers. I mean, it's a very a bit like, you know, this could be a male or female. You've got the breast, but you've got the male stag, and I love that about that kind of androgynous, or the both aspects of the ancestor. And in the wildwood, this card represents Imbolc, which is now, you know, and it's so everything, and also Gwyn ap Neith, you know, it means white, you know, so not in a racist way, but white.
I don't know why we have to make apologies for the supremacists at every turn.
Everything, when because you could take it, can't or the pale, say pale, maybe. I don't even know, because everything's taken and made crap by absolute assholes. But this is from an ancient perspective. This is, you know, he's a god of, what would white be? It would be like the dead, or it would be of the winter, or it would be often the color of death was white, not black, because white's the bone. Black's almost quite a Victorian color we use for death. So there is this feeling that you've got the white snow, you've got the drum and the ancestral calling. That would be a heck yes for me.
Amazing. I think there's quite a few cultures that still use white for funerals. Quite a few. Yeah. I remember a funeral picture of a friend of mine's family. I want to say Nigerian, but it's not Nigerian. It borders Nigeria. It's very embarrassing for me to not remember exactly. Cote d'Ivoire, I don't know, but that was sort of all the men in sort of long white robes. I think Chinese culture still uses white for funerals. So the black for funeral is not only newer, but you know, not as popular as it used to be.
Yeah. I also think there's one important thing with this. Sorry, just one more thing I'll just say, and then I'll shut up. Is drum. Do some drumming. Do a journey to. Or if you haven't got a drum, you can find drumming meditations on like YouTube. I've got some on my YouTube. You can use them; they're free. And just do a journey to connect with either your ancestral line and or with Gwyn. Gwyn will probably turn up anyway. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you got one of your meditations that you can recommend specifically, and I'll put it in the text box?
Fairy meditation. I just I've got a fairy meditation, but that's not actually that's on my courses. But I will. But if you go into my YouTube, there's definitely put drum meditations on. There's a few on there. Yeah, I'm not sure which one in particular.
I've got a 10-minute. I've got like a little 10-minute lesson I can see about fairy magic.
Yeah, put that in. That'd be a good one.
In the home, how it attracts fairies. Also, I'm just going to copy the title.
Yes.
Into the.
And that's a free thing. You can just
box.
Go. And
it's
I am
from the Witchcraft Diaries, vintage.
Yes, old school Laura. I am running my fairy course again soon if you're interested. But that you know, that's
sorry. It's just it's taking its time.
Oof, I'm just putting more cards for you while we're waiting because
There we go.
you've got the Ace of Cups as well. That's the source of life. Sorry, just pulling another card for her while we're there. Look at that Ace of Cups. You've got the stag, you've got the swan, you've got the pool, the source, the guardian of the other world. I'm so excited for you, Lady Thistle. You're going to go on quite a journey. Is it being awkward?
I think it's such an incredible moment when you can see like an obvious connection to a specific deity. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it because you're chosen. Yeah. Because you're chosen and you know that they picked you for a reason. Yes, it may take you, 40, 50 years to figure out what the reason is, but also that is good.
That's part of it. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, so this is for Lady Thistle. So don't start there.
I'm just standing up because I'm just making sure that a sunflower is still on her neck. It is. It's good. Sunflower is still there. It looked like it was gone.
Anyone joining us new? We're talking about cats. Laura's not got children off to the side.
Cats and fairies.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I popped up just the one card. I was like, how much can I really contribute to that? But look at this guy.
So the king
king got the King of Wands. And what I love about this king? This king is one of my favorites because he's just about to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really sitting. He's not yet standing, but he's on his way. And the fact, I love the artwork so much. I know it looks plain, it looks simple, but look at that. You can see that he's about to get up. To me, this is this is absolute witchcraft. Artists, how do you do this? How? He's about to get up. This is Gwyn ap Neith about to come and claim you. And he is asking, do you believe in me? Do you believe it was me up on your roof? Do you believe that this is real? Because if you don't, we've got, I'm not going to force you to anything. Yeah. But if you do believe, hold my hand. We're going somewhere special.
I'm coming.
And he's got not quite the antlers, but he's got the sort of crown of flames, and it's got a little salamander there.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Oh, it's lovely. That's so much confirmation, isn't it? So much confirmation.
Yeah. So Lady Thistle says, thank you for the confirmation, ladies.
It's a pleasure, treasure.
Amazing. So loads more messages came while we were completely
geeking out.
Sorry, I'm just scrolling up to see all the messages that we have missed. There we go. Caught up here with Simeon saying, good morning. Hope all is okay and kitties are healing nicely and you're staying safe with all this flooding. Much love.
Have you got flooding up north as well? Have you got flooding up there? Is it?
I don't think we've got flooding. We had a lot of rain and then we had one surprising sunny day that, to be honest, made me more suspicious than delighted. What is going on exactly? Who are we trying to impress here? We got a state visit. Why are we pulling out, the fancy china? And then today, very rainy as well.
Yeah, rainy. Yes.
But little kitty update. So who's got stitches in? Who's got stitches out?
Yeah, the Luna's pretty much good now. She's had a last appointment to check her up, so that's good. Though she screamed all the way and all the way back. such Leos. I love them so much, but there's no subtlety in the emotion.
Fabulous. So she's fully done. Stitches are out. She's now, able to carry on her life.
Yes, as a
childless, kittenless kitten.
Yes, and then Freya's got her maybe like an appointment tomorrow to check on her. They didn't want to come back. She was meant to go on a Monday, and they went. She gets so terrified going in that they were like,
"Yeah, worked out."
even vet's saying your cat is too terrified to come in unless she needs to. I'm like, they've seen a lot of cats. I'm like, she does. It's like funny because she's a tortie and she's got the sort of the black side and the kind of the gingerish side, and it's her personality. She's the most chilled, loving, calm. Like she's been really calm, even though her sister's been hissing at her all week. Just totally chill. And then Sponker.
Yeah. The angel demon.
Yeah. And she's like just totally chill, like I'm really scared, did backflips at the vets, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah. Never a dull moment.
So
never a dull
funny. No. So Cubit 8888 says, hello, pretty ladies. Hello.
I was in the field, like it rained in my hair, so I'm like, yeah, good.
Yeah. Exactly. You're like, surely didn't mean me, but you know, don't want to argue with a new friend.
No.
So yeah, Lucian, catching up, checking in. Marcus is excited that you're here.
Oh, bless you.
17, 18 years now.
It's
yeah.
Insane. It's insane. It is. It's Tuesday.
I can only guess, this is not a psychic thing, but I can only guess that this is somebody from the US that is very excited about UK accents.
Oh, right.
You get it? Tuesday. It's not actually Tuesday.
No, I was like, is it
but
Tuesday still
that's
somewhere?
how they spell it.
Tuesday,
it this way.
Tuesday. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, innit?
It helps me because I used to struggle to get my accent even a little bit British. This is like the most I can get it. This is the top. It doesn't get better than this. But I really sort of find those kind of transliterations helpful because it's difficult for me to.
Tuesday.
ALMACHIZZIT. How much is it?
How much is it? Apparently, people from Leicester were called. Apparently, people were like, the name for Leicester people was Chiswick, because apparently we always say, how much is it? So the Chiswits.
Oh.
I was like, really? I didn't know that. Chiswick.
That's it. Brilliant. Oh, and Lady Thistle is laughing at the name tag. Hello, my name is Gwyn.
Yeah.
And also wondered if anyone else in my neighborhood heard it. I mean, if anybody, if Gwyn ap Neath was coming for anybody else, then they will have heard it.
Yeah.
But the way that people do not struggle to turn a blind eye to like really big world events.
Yeah.
I don't think like the neighing of a magical horse in their street, I don't think it's going to move a whole movement.
That's a sentence I really like. The neighing of a magical horse in the street. Yeah.
Kind of thing that happens. So yeah, Lady Thistle is saying, sorry that I'm putting up stuff that we already know, but I just don't want to miss any. So I flash all the messages, unless like really awful. I flash all the messages first of all, so that you know we saw them, that you know that we read them, even if we don't read them out loud. But also, I think it's probably really good for the algorithm. Do you know what I mean? That it knows that people are engaging. So Marcus has a bit of magic, and he says, hopefully not, saw 2 magpies not far from here on the way to Brighouse yesterday. You'll know what I'm saying. No. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. No, 2 is good.
Yeah. 2 is good, isn't it?
1 magpie for sorrow, 2 for joy.
3 for a girl, 4 for a boy,
4 for a boy. No, 2 is good, Marcus.
2 is a good one. Every time you see 1 magpie, I always look. You either, if you see 1,
I just know up to 4. Is there more than 4?
Yeah. 1 was 2 for joy.
Yeah.
2 for girl. 5 for secret, never to be told.
Do you really though?
What? Yeah. It's a
do you
5
really salute it?
I do. I salute them. If you see them on their own, I salute it. Yeah. I don't know where I heard that from. When I was very little, so I've always, hello, Mr. Magpie. How's the wife today? Just.
I don't know how we're deteriorating into content, becoming more and more English, and I'm kind of stood on the side in amazement.
Yes, but I had it when I was really little, so it was like such a thing that you did when you used to do it when you were really little. Yeah, I can't remember that. I think it is 5 for a secret never to be told, 6 for something, 7 for gold. I can't remember what 6 is. I'll have to look it up.
Amazing. But yeah, no, Marcus 2 is great. I didn't know about the magpies at all. And then a friend of mine who was actually Welsh was going for his driver's test. And he said on the way there, he was one of those like 90s raving Welsh. So he's going to his test, you know, and he was like, and I saw one magpie and I was like, where's your mate?
Oh no.
Yeah, so he didn't pass.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So for a long time, I thought "Where's your mate" was what you're supposed to say.
Oh, right. Sorry. Hello, Mr. Magpie. How's the wife today? Though again, it could be a female magpie, or it could be a lesbian magpie. I don't know. I just could be getting it wrong, but it's just salute it anyway. Okay, the poem I got it a bit wrong. It is.
Oh, have you Googled sorrow. It?
Yeah,
I
got it in the wrong order. Hold the phone. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. Oh, for God's sake, something weird with my screen. Come on, let me do the magpie song. Okay, 4 books, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told. There we go.
Ooh.
3 for gold, 4 for boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold. And I wonder what planetary thing this might be as well. You know, with the 7 planets.
That's
it could
exactly
be that.
What I was going to say.
Yeah. Sorry, like the days of the week when you're born on the days of the week, and the poem about that. Oh, there's a longer version as well, but I won't go on about that right now for you. There's more. 8 for a wish, 9 for a kiss, 10 for a surprise you should be careful not to miss, 11 for health, 12 for wealth, 13 beware, it's the devil himself.
That might be when it got yanked away from the planets.
Yes.
And dropped at the porch of the church.
Yeah. Or it could be 13 beware, Gwyneth knees on your roof.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Things get, things get like rehashed with time. That's it. We've just rehashed.
It's like the Holly and the Ivy, and they fit Baby Jesus Christ in it when he obviously doesn't fit Baby Jesus Christ. They're just like snicking it in. I'm like, that was not Baby Jesus Christ in the first place. You get rid of the song and you whacked it in.
Good effort. Good effort.
Good effort. Yeah. But yeah,
Tiffany Wardle is here.
Oh,
Yay! Amazing. Yay!
Lovely Tiffany.
Amazing. Oh, and there's an answer to you when you said to Lady Thistle when the year had happened.
Yeah, it would be. I would say
as you correctly assumed.
Yeah, exactly. That's his time. You know, really when he comes out. Between then and maybe around the solstice time or midwinter time. You know, which up to now really. But the energy of the building autumn is very much Gwyn ap Nuth's time for starting to be out on the land. So. And also so liminal, isn't it? Autumn is the most liminal month where you do feel that connection with the other world.
Yeah. As you're descending into the underworld with Persephone and her crew, and her pomegranates. We've got a little question from Crafty, who I don't think we necessarily had here before. So hi, Crafty.
Hi.
Saying, does any of my deceased family have a message for me? I think I've got a crystal ball down here.
Yeah, I'll let you. Okay, I'll see what comes through, but I'll let you do the ball and just maybe pull a couple of cards. Bless you. It's all ancestral today, isn't it? All the ancestors are coming in.
Yeah, we're coming up to Inbaal. We're 2 weeks away from the first eclipse of the year.
Oh, forgot about that.
Yeah, and. I would like to thank you for taking Neptune off my shoulders and carrying it to the next 13 years. I hope you enjoy it. I've had it for 14 years, me and my Pisces buddies. I enjoyed it a lot, for better for worse. It left me with a lot of good stuff. I hope it does almost the same to you, just without all the heartbreak and the tears and stuff. So much.
Yeah. I think it might be more. Thank you. I think it might be more like, global war But as the day it went in, sorry, I don't want to distract from this lovely message. I'll just say, just to talk about Neptune, just the day it went in, I felt that I really knew what I had to do and what I didn't want. It was really clear, something really shifted inside. Like, this is what you want to do, Lord, do it. Just don't waste time. So I really was grateful. But then apparently Saturn's going to come in and give you the structure to make that happen a bit more, because it's a bit more like, yeah, I want to do this. This is to be lovely.
So you're basically floating now for about 2.5 months.
Yeah. Inspirational time, and then Saturn's going, do the work.
Yeah, but take lots of notes, which you will anyway.
Yes. Sorry, thank you, lovely.
We have one big one, one small one. Let's go with this. Any family members and what they're saying. There's this family who passed most recently. I feel like it's a gentleman, and he is no nonsense.
I've got him too. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Go on. You can. Sorry.
And he is so straightforward. He doesn't even believe in an afterlife. He's there. He's communicating to you. He doesn't even believe in it. But he's on board with that, because this is what we're doing now. And he wants for you to know that the things that you're doing, like for your hobbies and within your work, you've got to do them as if they're going to a wide audience. And he's not telling you whether they're going to a wide audience or not, because maybe they won't, but you have to do them as if they are. He sees that the creative stuff that you do has the power and the calling to inspire others. And he believes in you so much. And, quite frankly, I do too. drop your own YouTube here so that we can follow you as well. What have you got there from the same chappy?
It almost feels quite gruff, in like a good way, like an old-fashioned gruff kind of. I don't know if he had a big beard or beard, but that could just be the vision I'm getting, because it's like that kind of really salt of the earth, but quite fiery, gruff character, but so maybe on the outside, but actually quite, ever so gentle with and loving on, especially with you. I get clearance. I get clearing out the way. I think he's protective, actually. Like totally, I totally feel what you were saying as well. Like, so wouldn't even believe in anything spiritual, but is still wandering around doing his stuff anyway. It's like, but that's lovely, because it feels very present and very physical. But I've got clearance, so it feels to me like he wants you to clear the crap out, metaphorically and realistically. Have a clear out, because it's stopping you from seeing the bigger picture. So it is like emotionally clearing. Something's done. He's saying something's done, and he wants you to see that better things are on their way, and you can't see that properly until you actually get rid of some stuff, or that could even be with people around you, not taking any rubbish anymore. There's a real sense of almost maybe even doing something ritually, symbolically, that this time of transition is happening for you and that you're moving into that next chapter. He'll cut the wood for you. He'll do the practical stuff, and he'll let you get on with the rest. So yeah, I can always hear his very gruff voice, but it's just quite lovely, actually. It's really very kind in that way.
Amazing.
I hate it when people do the same thing like that. When people go, "Oh yeah, I've got the same thing too," but I had.
Yeah, no. I could see from the way that you jumped up in surprise.
Yeah.
That was such a tell. So I hope, Crafty, that relates to what you know of this person. Oh, there we go. So Crafty's said, my dad.
Yeah. Mwah. So much love. He's so present. He obviously came back through to both of us. Like, yeah, I know, exactly. I'm here.
And it's not, I don't even feel like it's, my top skill with that.
No, me neither. No.
But he was like, no nonsense. And she goes, he was very much that way.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for getting involved. Just so that everybody knows, when you're watching, we are way behind on messages. We'll do our best.
That's my fault. Sorry.
No. It's, I think we had like a really good, interesting tangent to go on that I think everybody benefits from. Because when we're all sharing the experiences, we're dealing with a lot of unwritten lore.
Yeah.
Or, or poorly written lore. So in sharing those experiences, we can kind of check in with each other. And I think for anybody watching, even for anybody sort of watching on Catch Up Later, shout out, this information that we went through could touch on experiences that you've had, or could validate experiences that you've had, where you've had your own, visitations, and and you're thinking, was it real, wasn't it real? And maybe something came up, either that we said or that was like in the messages, and that makes you understand kind of where you stand on it as well. So so we're behind on messages, but we're way ahead in in all the other stuff,
in magic.
Yes, exactly. Andrew Alder is saying hello, Inbaal and Laura from Sydney. How are you?
Hi to Sydney. Hi to you, Andrew. Hi.
Moon Moggy John. So I'm not even sort of making an attempt to catch up with all the messages now, because we're half an hour behind. But I was scrolling up and I got this from Moon Moggy John while scrolling, and it says, I saw 3 magpies. I thought I was getting a daughter, but I got a son.
Oh,
I'm absolutely horrified that the poem is not right every single time.
Maybe there's a magpie behind you didn't see, Could have been behind you.
Exactly. Or maybe it was just like, reflected. Maybe it was like 2 magpies and, like a crow. And he's not from the poem at all.
No. Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I know. I'm like the crow whistler. Bird calls are also not one of my top skills.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that. Moon Moggy Jones says, my wife is from Brighouse. That's so random. So Mark was saying about Brighouse just before.
Is that near you guys, up the north, in the north?
Yeah. So, my husband is not very good car keeper, and one car expired a week ago. So yesterday we went to fetch our newest car from Brighouse.
What is going on in Brighouse?
It's nothing. It's like a town. It's like barely even a town. You've got Huddersfield and you've got Halifax, proper towns. And in between them, you've got like Elland that you wouldn't have heard about if it didn't have a big Morrison's. And you've got Brighouse that you wouldn't have heard about if it didn't have a slightly smaller than medium Sainsbury's. Other supermarkets are available. So that's Brighouse. The nature around there is incredible, but you don't need the town for the nature. On the contrary,
I've heard about Brighouse now. It's 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, look at how cute. Lucian says, I salute one magpie too. What's your version? Do you say the same words that Laura says?
I feel really like old-fashioned now. Hello, Mr.
How's the missus?
How's the wife today?
Oh, look what Nilda says. You girls are great together.
Oh, thanks, Nilda.
Oh,
thank you.
Beautiful. Justin is saying, what is a magpie?
Is it not in different countries? It's probably not there, I suppose. Is it different? I guess it's like COVID.
Is it a magpie that brings spring with a forked tail?
Oh, I don't know about that one. I know that there's also that thing of magpies sort of stealing. People are called magpies, aren't they? If they're like shiny things or
shiny things,
because they find their nests. They find in their nests that there's.
Do you know what? I think if I get the Google to do it on the phone, I can hold the phone screen to the computer screen, because I don't know how to share screens or to sort of bring anything up on the thingy. So
black and white bird.
Magpie images. Yeah. Oh no, it looks like what I thought it looked, but it's a
call,
but it doesn't have the forked tail that I thought.
There you go. It's one of the corvids, and they're very much embroiled in British folklore. So that's joyful. 2 of them. So yeah,
very nice. Yes, 2 for joy. But yeah, do you know, I adore superstitions and like folk tales. I love them so much. I think it looks like I have like loads of books, but actually it's only these two shelves that are like magical books. Out of them, at least 4 of them, maybe more, are just folklore. They're not even
Yeah.
magical because I think it's the same.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
folklore so much.
I think there's so much about what we've lost is found in folklore. So much about the old ways, about how people would have connected with the land is hidden and kept in folklore or fairy tales. So it's so important, isn't it? I think it's so important.
Exactly. That, it might not in itself be magic, although some of it is, but it certainly hails from a time that magic was commonplace
Yeah.
and, and mainstream.
And how like the land is animate, like in a lot of the folklore, the trees will be a part of it. And, it kind of hails back to when people believed, as we do now, but when the land had life and sacred nature to it. And so it's just lovely to read those tales. And
Exactly. And for me, sort of coming into this land as a foreigner, I find it so much more exciting because it'll reveal things to me that I wouldn't have known, just as a tourist.
yeah,
Things like, the history of like country fairs and even maypoles and,
yes,
Green Man and stuff like that. It's things that I bump into as a witch, obviously, but I don't really know the history of them. So it's just so fascinating because Wicca, which I love, is from here. And all of those bits of folklore are also from here.
yeah,
And the invisible thread that runs between them is such a source of joy for me.
yeah. I hear you. Yes,
Yes. We've got from Lucienne on topic.
Oh
I say
yeah, I love
topic.
this topic. I love this topic.
Goes, I connected with Kali over 25 years ago when I was creating my first email and needed a name. I had no idea what it meant, but Kali Ma came into my head. I looked it up and was stunned.
So you were emailing when you were 2 years old, weren't you? 25 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. The insanity of how 25 years ago she was already, in her nappies, created her little email.
Yeah.
And she's been with me ever since. And Lady Thistle is bonding, saying Kali is amazing and super protective. I love her. That is beautiful.
Amazing.
We were doing like a ceremony for Kali once. And I came back, and at the time I was staying with my friend whose family was from India. She was Sikh. And she was sort of raised in the faith and did like all the prayers and everything. And I told her we did a ceremony for Kali, and she lost her mind. She was like, Kali, like our Kali. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, no, she's scary. And said that as a child, people would come to her house that were possessed by Kali. And so the women had to like try and break the possession. Can you imagine? I get sort of very sorry for her to anyone that got possessed, but how awesome to have
us wishes are going, yay, Kali! Woo!
Yeah. Come into me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so fascinating. And, if I lived for 1,000 years, I'd want to experience the way that other people experience stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
And kind of, see things like linked to their own memories. I don't know if I missed because sorry everybody, I have lost track of the messages completely. There's only so much control I'm capable of, but I don't know if this is like an individual message or as part of a context. But Jay Valdez says pre-recorded Chinese AI. And I think there is no compliment bigger. There is no compliment bigger than for somebody to think that the greatest brains in the world would put together something like this and use my face as your face. I can believe your face, but
No, I
use
can't.
my face, use my voice as a part of the kind of esoteric AI extravaganza. I'm flattered.
Just hilarious. This is wow. I've been in a field with mud and rain in my hair, but it's also pre-recorded Chinese AI. Yeah, why not?
Biggest compliment I got in my life. Do you know what the pre-recorded Chinese AI look like? Even
I do
though they're
not.
not real, that is my that's my aspiration.
I don't know. I don't. I probably, yeah. I can imagine because I know that probably men make them. So I have a vision of what it might be.
Oh, Luciane is sort of giving us her version. Yep, Mr. Magpie and his wife. And we
Yeah.
have the saluting. Very
Excellent.
cute.
Oh, Julie. Morning, Julie.
Saying morning.
Morning, beautiful.
And oh, magpies make the Mars attack alien sound.
Really? Amazing. That's some Chinese AI you've got going on there.
We come in peace. We come in peace. Love that. Based on a true story.
Amazing. Love that.
Simeon says, ooh, I also heard that magpies are symbolically linked to balance due to the white and black coloring they have, like the yin and yang symbol.
Yeah. Also got a very equinox kind of, that time of dark and light, day and night. Yeah. There's
yeah, in your exploration of mythical birds and mythology, do the magpies sort of take quite a substantial portion because they're so obviously mystical, or do they have to stand on the side and wait their turn because you've got to sort of bring to the fore all the other sort of lesser known myths?
I mean, mostly I looked at Nordic and a little bit of the Irish as well, and it's mostly crows, ravens, swans, and eagles. They get the most. They get the most, and geese as well. The kind of the misunderstood geese. Geese get put down, like no one cares. They had ancient, like Mother Goose, the fairy tales of Mother Goose. Geese have a lot of folklore and history to them, but not so much magpies, ravens, crows, which is the same family. So maybe. But I haven't looked at maybe more British folklore and shapeshifting. It's harder to find because the Viking stuff's really easy to find because it was a lot later continued. So there's so much folklore and lore and myth and magic that we don't have from this country because we went Christian a very long time ago, and it got people weren't writing things down before then. They just weren't. But in Norway and Scandinavia, things were being written down from the Christian's perspective in around 1000 to 1200, 11, so it got recorded, so we get to know about it. So I definitely know a lot about crows, shapeshifted a lot, ravens, big style, and swans, lovely swans. Very Imolki vibe, having the swans shape-shifting into women, and eagles very big on the raptors shape-shifting the hawks. But I wonder if there's more folklore, fairy lore in this country of magpie. I'm going to look into it. That'll be something I'd like to know.
I'll bet you will find it more in like Welsh stuff than English stuff.
Yes. So I've only looked mostly at the Norse and the Irish. So looking at the Welsh would be really interesting as well.
Yeah. Really interesting. Is I know that one of the Baltic states, and I think it's Estonia, but I don't know 100% sure, was the last European country to have got Christianized, and therefore a lot of pagan traditions still last. So was Scandinavia, was Norway sort of quite late to the game?
Yeah, I think Sweden was the latest. Iceland, I think there was so many. I think it was 1000, actually year 1000, Christianity came to Iceland, but it wasn't illegal to be pagan for quite a while after. It kind of got slowly. I mean, I think was it in Britain? Sorry, 200 or 300, 400, 500, the latest. You were kind of out the window for paganism, but and then Sweden was the very last, I think, of those. But Estonia probably yes, even later, and Finland, and so many of the stories and the lore kind of continues in those places, those fiercer places. Yeah.
So exciting. So
and also
we're
birds,
actually
we've got to go, haven't we? Sorry, I'll save this for another time.
Oh, we'll start with that next time. I just want to fly Tia Bia's final message, and that will be our final message for today, saying might not be related, super related, but I see red birds every time I'm about to get good news. Isn't that the best message to finish on?
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for that. I'd love to hear all of this. Yeah. So do, and another time, keep sharing your news.
So exciting, especially for you with the red and with the birds.
Yes, red and birds. Yes.
Amazing. Yay. So I'm going to put the closing credits. On the closing credits, I will flash a lot of your messages that haven't come through. So if you're waiting for your, for your moment of flashery, it is arriving. It is appearing. Are you here next week?
I am indeed. Yes.
Yeah, lovely. I will be here too. So
to everybody, happy Imbolc. Yeah.
Happy Imbolc. Yeah. We've got the weekend of excitement with the rebirth of spring. This close. Ooh. Waiting for the first little white floral blooms. See you next week.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.